Alright, this is our second day out of Manang, leaving Kangsa this morning, and from the look of the sky, with clouds gathering in several directions, doesn't look very promising. Alright, we have just left Kangsa and we'll be crossing the 4,000 meter mark soon into Serikaka. And as you can see, the weather conditions are not exactly ideal. With clouds like these, it's possible to have a snowstorm any moment. If that is the case, we may have to change our plans. Anyway, our final destination today will be Tilicho base camp, and we'll decide from there. This is the massive north face of Gangapuna. Those look like blades sticking out from this north face of Gangapuna. Sometimes they look like spines on the back of a dragon, and sometimes they look like tombstones dedicated to those who have perished while trying to challenge Mother Nature. Okay, arriving at Tilicho base camp. I think it's on the left side. Alright, so we have arrived at Tilicho base camp, and the lake happens to be situated 900 meters above it. The sensible thing to do, apparently, is to trek up to the lake, spend the night over there, and then after that cross the pass. Our guide, however, had a very bold plan for us. He suggested that we should clear the pass in one day because we are not sure how well we can sleep after ascending 900 meters in one day. So after clearing the pass, we will be able to spend the night at a much lower altitude. However, after thinking about this over a sleepless night, I decided that my little guy was not up to it, because to clear the pass in one day would mean at least 9 or 10 hours of continuous trekking. So I told my guide in the morning that we were going to scrap the crossing of Mesokantola. So on the next day, we planned just to get up to Tilicho Lake. Unfortunately for the little guy, even the ascent to Tilicho Lake was a bit too challenging. He just lacked the alpine experience, and he was probably intimidated by the whole environment. Halfway up, I saw him struggling. I decided to turn him back, accompanied by the guide. For me, I ascended together with a porter. I brought him along so that in case anything happened to me, he could run back to base camp to get help. I successfully reached Tilicho Lake. The whole place was totally frozen, and there were these avalanches coming down from Tilicho Peak every few minutes. The place was practically deserted. The descent was even more challenging than the ascent, because I didn't have any crampons, and the slopes were icy. And so after slipping and stumbling for almost 4 hours, I managed to return to base camp at about 5 p.m. just before it got dark. Carry on, carry on. Don't step too close to the right. The right side is not stable, don't step too close. Carry on. We are about an hour out of Tilicho base camp, and right in front of us is Tilicho Peak. After we round that bend of black rock spires, we should be quite close to Tilicho Lake. Quite a hard slog here. The first part is all ice that's It's the highest lake of its size in the world, and it seems like I'm all alone here. Quite easy to understand because storm clouds have dumped several feet of snow to the trail, really difficult. That could be an understatement. Okay, so my simple trekking trip is the expedition. Originally, I planned to cross over to the western flank of the Annapurna circuit via the pass here known as Mesokantola. But looking at the situation here, dragging my 15-year-old over that pass without proper equipment would be rather reckless, if not utterly irresponsible. So I'm calling off the crossing of the pass. I might do it if I were alone. The scenery here is, of course, rather awesome, but of course, it also literally takes your breath away. My little guy greeted me, and with great admiration. I think for many of us parents, by the time our kids become teenagers or young adults, we are no longer in our prime. So they tend to lose respect for us. They listen more to their friends than to their parents. But for the little guy, he saw Daddy being in his 50s, able to do this, something which he couldn't do. And if Daddy could do this in his 50s, what could he have done in his 30s, in his 40s? So it was like a Lightning McQueen, Doc Hudson kind of moment. A young and arrogant sports car suddenly discovered that this old piece of junk was actually a legend. So not all of us can be legends, of course, but I was really fortunate to be able to experience this episode together with my son. And from now on, hopefully, he will not just listen to his friends, but also listen to his daddy.